Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Bernard, and joining me in the studio now is David Carroll, who is the Executive Director of the North Grand Neighborhood Services. Welcome to the show, David.
Thank you very much for having me.
I'm so glad you could come. So let's talk about your organization. Now, how you guys have been in north, just a little bit north of the Fox Theater, you told me about, a mile north, is that right?
Yeah, we've been around since 2007, providing services to an area of St. Louis, like you said, about a mile north of the Fox Theater and the Grand Center. What you find is a general disinvestment. Once you come from the Fox and the Arts District and hit Del Mar, that's where the disinvestment really presents itself.
So you all were formed to help that part of the community. For what reason? Obviously, disinvestment is what you saw, but what else did you notice?
Well, the general landscape of the community, so the presence of abandoned buildings, a lot of negligent landlords, and then, of course, the problems of employment and high school graduation for students that live in that community, for young people. So we started with just rehabbing and providing homes, quality, affordable homes. As we developed those homes, we gave jobs to people in the community who may be tough to employ, young people and folks who maybe had a checkered past with substance abuse issues or former criminal histories and that type of thing.
So you were able to provide jobs. You created jobs.
Right.
So how do you do that?
Right.
What did you do?
Well, the first thing you have to do is reach out to the folks that you want to create jobs for and ask them what they want to do and what they're good at. And what we found is that we have a lot of hardworking people in our community that just need an opportunity. And that's the second part, is to give someone a chance.
Right.
So many people turn their backs on folks when it's a little bit more challenging to give someone a chance who does have some history of issues in their past.
Yeah, and the people that work, so how many people are you employing then through?
Currently we have 14 young people that work for Angel Baked, which is our primary employment program. We employed 9 teenagers last year to build fences at no cost for community members. And this year we plan on employing another 9 young people in that program. And then we've got a staff of about 4 or 5 people, adult
who
staff.
are directing all these activities.
That's correct.
So the young people, are they high school, college?
We work with
Age?
students generally 16 to 19 years old.
Okay.
Although if we find a kid that just excels, we will keep them on. And we've had one young man last year who worked in the fences program and then became a part-time employee while he was attending community college here in St. Louis. So those opportunities are available. So
are you finding that the young people that are working in your organization, are they more motivated to stay in school and graduate? Are you seeing
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that we're the most proud of. The Angel Bake program celebrates 100% graduation rates.
And these are pictures on screen right now. It looks like of Angel Bake employees in action.
Yep, those are some of our kids baking
baking.
cookies and working hard and having a real feeling of family.
Yeah.
And like I said, 100% of our students have graduated from high school in a community that only graduates about 50%.
Yeah, is that a requirement that they stay in school to work with you?
The requirement is that they're in good standing at their school. We review report cards quarterly to make sure that they are in good standing.
Yeah.
We don't just work with the kids with the best grades, we work with kids that have the motivation to succeed.
And I bet that they love that you are taking this interest in them.
Absolutely. Another big part of the program
Here's
is
some of the kids.
Yeah, those are some of the students. Another big part of the program is each shift begins with a group reflection and meditation. So before we even start the shift, we find out what's going on with the kids. We give them a motivational message, and we really try to prepare them for things that are coming up in their lives, not just what's coming up in that shift.
Okay, so, and they've got to just love this. I mean, I can just see, I kind of want to come work there.
You're welcome.
Sounds like fun. So Angel Bake, I've actually had these cookies, bought them as straws. They were really good.
Thank you.
And so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we break Angel Bake cookies into 4 parts. We say, number 1, we got to have a great tasting cookie. So we want the product to stand alone on its own merits, even without the mission, which is so compelling. Yeah. Second to that are employment opportunities. The kids get a regular paycheck. They go through an interview process, the same things that will prepare them for career opportunities in the future. Yeah. They also help to develop the recipes, and they are involved in every phase of the cookie process. So the baking, as well as the public presentations when we go to places like Straub's and introduce the product.
Well, it sounds like a great enterprise on many, many levels, and I want to talk more about it. We're going to take a quick break right now, and don't go anywhere. We have so much more with David when we return. Remember to keep up with STL TV and all the great events going on around St. Louis Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can always watch us streaming live on stltv.net. We'll be back with more after this.